The story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions is a story of patience and strong faith. When the Prophet received the first revelation in the cave of Hira, he was given the mission to guide people to worship only one God and to leave their false gods. At first, he told his family and close friends about Islam, and some of them became Muslims. But when the Prophet began to speak to all people, many of them became angry, especially the leaders of Quraysh. They felt that Islam was a threat to their powers. The early Muslims faced many problems. The Prophet was mocked, insulted, and even harmed. One time, while he was praying near the Kaaba, his enemies put the 30 intestines of a camel on his back, but he stayed calm and continued to pray. His companions suffered even more. Bilal, a slave who accepted Islam, was tortured by being dragged on hot sand with a heavy rock on his back or chest. But he kept saying, Ahadun Ahad. That means that God is one. The family of Ammar ibn Yasser also faced triple suffering. His father, Yasser, was killed, and his mother, Sumaya, was martyred because she refused to give up her faith. She became the first martyr in Islam. The Prophet would comfort them by saying, Be patient, family of Yasser, for your reward is paradise. Quraysh tried to stop Islam from spreading. They made life very hard for the Prophet and his followers. They cut them off from food and support, forcing them to live in a small valley for 3 years. During this time, they had very little to eat, and some had to eat leaves to survive. This time of hardship was called Year of Sorrow, and the Prophet also lost two of his closest supporters, his wife Khadija and his uncle Abu Talib. Despite all these challenges, the Prophet never gave up. He had strong faith in Allah and continued his mission later. He had his followers moved to Medina, where they could practice Islam freely. This was a new start of Muslim community, and this helped them to grow stronger. The struggles of the Prophet and his companions teach us the importance of patience and faith. Their story shows us that the path to trust is not easy, but with trust in Allah and hard work, success will come. They faced great challenges but stayed strong, and their example inspires millions of people around the world even today.